All right, everybody, welcome to this week's community meeting of kgateway. Let me see if I can get screen sharing working. So there's a couple of topics on the agenda. So let's go ahead and start talking about them. So if you could just add your name to the attendee list. So the first topic is the beta 1 release. We talked about last time, we are getting a beta 1 release out. I think it's this week. I checked an hour ago. I haven't seen a release. Does anyone know the latest status of the release? Oh, I guess it's just out 5 hours ago.
Yep, that's it.
Awesome, congratulations. So I have a question. Honestly, I swore I come to this page 3 hours ago because I was just having a conversation with somebody I knew, and I saw the 200 main right there 3 hours ago. So my question is, when we produce the main tomorrow, I hope this still stays.
So this will stay, and this is actually only, I'm gonna refresh because I want to know. Yeah, this is only like 38 minutes old at this point, so that's why you didn't see it initially today. We tried yesterday evening, but ran into some issues, so we finally got it working just right before our stand up. So yeah, this is there, and it's we need to add some notes. We're gonna go and backfill some release notes for what's in here. But yeah, this is the real release. As for the main, that will be pushed every time there is a push to main, basically. So not even like tonight. Like basically the next time a PR merges, I imagine we're gonna have one that merges sometime soon today. There will be another tag there. The only reason you're not seeing it at this point is because we have a bug where when we cut the beta 1, we also deleted the main, but it will be regenerated as soon as there's a new kind of push to main.
Okay, that's perfect. Well, really congratulations. I'm so happy to see this is out. This might be another bug I just noticed the other day, Lawrence, you might already fix it, is occasionally when I come to this page, I don't see the main. And I think the reason is because I'm not talking about today. I'm talking about like last week sometime. I think it's because the main is being built and then somehow the builds just disappear out of the tag page. Is that something you guys are aware of, or has anybody else seen that?
Yeah, it's just a quick blimp. Basically, we delete it and then Go Releaser takes maybe sometimes 10, 15 minutes to publish the rest of it. So there's a brief amount of time where the release and the actual tag are being deleted and then recreated.
Okay, cool. I don't think it's a big deal now that we have beta 1, because most people will be using beta 1 now, but it was very confusing when we just had the main. I was like, what is going on? Okay, thanks for that explanation. This is great. As far as the notes, do we have notes to tell people what's in here?
Yeah, so that's what I was saying. We'll have to add some manually here. The reason is because if we use like a regular changelog generation, right, it would just take all the commits that we have, and there's hundreds of commits. That's like it's unintelligible what's actually in it. We have an item, and Tim did some work already to kind of how can we do changelogs in a like scalable way where it's automated, but that just hasn't been a priority yet given all the other things we're trying to fit in.
Yeah.
So for now, we're going to do manual release notes. And like I said, now that this is out, we'll go back and backfill it. I'll draft something up, and I'll probably maybe lean on you a little bit, Art, to help make sure that it sounds right. But I think we can have that as our plan for the betas, and then actually for the actual 2.0.
Yeah, sounds good.
All right, this is really, really exciting. Congratulations for getting this out. Thanks for everyone's hard work. Should we jump to the next topic about the DCO with CLA? So Jenny, can you actually lead us through, maybe mention the backgrounds?
Yeah, sure. So for the CNCF, we need to enable either DCO or CLA on our repos. So yeah, here I listed some pros and cons that came up in the previous discussions, and it looks like DCO is preferred by CNCF, so we're going to try enabling that. We did try enabling that once in the past, like in the community repo, and it was kind of a mess, but I think, so I've been using this myself, using a prepare commit message Git hook locally in my repo, and it's been working seamlessly for me. So I also linked a PR from the community note that I have open with that Git hook. And I'd like people to try it out and see if it works for you. Because it would be good if everyone had like DCO set up before we enable the requirement. Also, so I put it up to a vote here, and looks like we already have 9 thumbs up, so it should be good enough to pass.
All right, that sounds good. So is there anybody in the other camp, which is CLA? Ian, are you good at this? Okay, you did thumbs up too, so that's good. All right, I think we have the conclusion then. It's a little bit painful for us, I guess, to set up the hooks, but it's one-time setup, right, Jenny?
Yeah, you just have to copy the file, and then it should just magically work.
Okay, yeah, that sounds good. All right, so Jenny, thank you for leading us through this. I believe this is a checkbox for us, sandbox onboarding. We should be good here then. Anything else we should discuss on this topic? All right. The next topic we have is a conformance test. I just want to discuss this quickly because the other day I was trying to write some contents for kgateway, and then I was like, let's check out who are on the conformance test list. So there's like 20 plus dozens of gateway implementers out there. So I think Nathan has been educating us, it's as simple as submitting a PR to add ourselves in if we have the test result. So now the question is, we do have a beta out now. Do we have the tests actually running as part of the builds when we produce the beta? What's the effort to get the test running? Because I think it would be good to add us to the beta as we try to promote the beta for people to try. What do you all think? If it's no effort.
So I think one thing, the validation of basically running conformance for the beta is broken right now. So we need to fix that before we can use the conformance for a beta release for doing this. Once that's fixed, in theory, we can. I personally think, the betas, I know that we've done it and others have done it, so I think that's fine. I personally would prefer to do something like an RC rather than a beta, but I don't really feel too strongly about it. But so basically, we need to either use, like Nathan's saying, we can either use the conformance run from a PR, or we just need to, we need to fix the validation step anyway on the release. So I think it will be at least another, at the minimum, it will have to be the next beta that we could use for this. And then if we want to go with the beta, if the rest of the group is comfortable with that, that's fine with me as well.
Okay, so the way the conformance test is run, if I understood correctly, once the build is produced, you can't really run the conformance test and generate a result simply. It has to be part of the PR and build process. Is that right?
Technically, it doesn't have to, but I think if we want, like we already are going to run conformance as part of the validation step for a release. So I think it's very like there's really not a good reason to fix it. So we're going to run that regardless of trying to get on the implementation list, right? We need to have that working for our validation step. And so since we need to fix that, if we have a conformance run from the actual release of the artifact, that just seems like the right, way to do it, right? Is like, we'll have the conformance output from that we can then use to open the PR.
Okay, that seems reasonable. Now, do we have confidence the beta 1 passed the conformance test already? It just we didn't have the report, because I think if we're running conformance per PR.
Oh, we also have sorry, I was half listening. We also have a workflow dispatch that can just run against an arbitrary tag, I believe. So, I mean, I think there's enough evidence. You can also pull down the beta 1 tag and run the conformance suite locally.
Yeah, that would be good if we can, because that actually would increase my confidence about beta 1 too, right? That we know it passed conformance, we put our logo there, and now this is the build we're asking people to try also. So Tim, is it hard to run that after to pull it out and run it? Like, do we have clear instruction? I'm trying to understand the effort. I mean, if effort is high, it's probably not worth it. But if it's just a few minutes or 10 minutes, less than 30 minutes, it might be worth the effort, because it might discover a bug too.
Yeah, it should be. I'm trying to find the action now. I don't know if this is used all that heavily, and we did a lot of refactoring. So let me just see if I can find it.
For the conformance.
Yeah, so
We
yeah,
already
I'll just paste it.
like to run that action against
Yeah, no, I thought. Oh, maybe I misunderstood, Lynn. I thought you wanted the actual like YAML report for beta 1.
Well, I want to have a report, whatever we need can open the PR to say we are beta, support for, how Nathan sent the other PR yesterday, I want something we can report to the Kubernetes Gateway community that, hey, we are compliant. Our beta build is already compliant, and then the GA is coming. So this is the example Nathan shared with me the other day. So, sorry, not this one, the other one. This in. So this is the one Daniel added us to be conformance for 1.2 for Glue, right? So as part of this, he added a report. That's how to show, we have the report go with us, right? Like the tests are passing for these features.
Yeah, I mean it's probably a trivial amount of work. I think the only other open question is what you want to do with the Glue Gateway implementation table, which might increase the scope a little bit.
I think that's more of a like the Glue Gateway piece is more of a solo specific thing. I think as kgateway, all that really matters is kgateway should be added to this at some point.
Oh, I thought we used the Glue Gateway name, but it's pointing to the Glue repository, the open source one. So there might be some like confusion between a kgateway and a Glue entry.
Yeah, I don't disagree. However, I mean, I think in this meeting, kgateway is what matters, right? This is, whatever Solo wants to do with their product is fine.
Okay, so sounds like this is more than a few minutes work. So maybe Lawrence, as a goal, can we have a conformance report for next beta then? This beta, if it's already shipped.
Yeah, I think, in my opinion, that I think is the best path forward.
Okay, that sounds good. So that we know what's coming. I'm good with that. Thank you so much for the brainstorming on that. Any other topics we should be discussing? Anyone working on something interesting to share? So one thing I want to share with everybody is I did reach out to Tyler, I think just a few days ago, to ask if he's still interested to contribute to kgateway or using kgateway in his company. He said he's still interested, but there are other priorities at the moment, so he probably won't have time to look into contribution to kgateway anytime soon. So I want to give people a heads up on that.
Yep, that's a shame. That makes sense though.
Yeah. All right. I think we are finished. Thanks so much, everybody. Congratulations again on the beta. That is very cool.
Yep, thank you.
All right. See you soon. Bye.